Hi Internet! Today I wanted to record myself trying a new wax sealing method. I've been coming across videos online of wax sealers essentially pouring wax directly into the stamp, wiping off the excess with some kind of spatula, pouring a new glob of wax on their surface, and using that same stamp to go in, creating a dimensional effect. In one of my recent videos, I mentioned I really want to challenge myself and try something new. I don't think there's anything wrong with the traditional technique of pouring directly on the wax. That's kind of the point of wax sealing, is to seal an envelope directly. So I don't make wax seals for the purpose of sealing envelopes. This is just a really fun creative hobby that I like to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick out a stamp. I'm not really sure which one I want to do, but because this is my first time trying this technique, I think I want to go with something a little bit easier. And I have a big stamp here of an owl. With a graduation cap. I'm thinking of pouring wax directly into the owl, wiping off the excess, and essentially pouring the rest of the wax on here to create that effect. It kind of is a little bit redundant if you think about it, because I'm basically replicating what the stamp is supposed to do, but I want to try this technique. And I want to see if I can apply this to a, how do I say this? Apply this to a different shape, right? So the shape of this is obviously a rectangle. I want to see if I can change it into something like this floral styled, like very traditional style metal wax mold. So I'm going to pour that into this, or pour the rest of the wax into this. So let me do one thing at a time. I have my stamp. I'm going to try an owl over this shape. And if you want to get your wax sealing kit out and wax with me, or try this technique with me, feel free. I'm gonna try not to have too many edits in this video. I really do want it to be as realistic as possible. I'm very active in the Waxsealers subreddit. That's where I get a lot of my ideas from, techniques, color combination ideas. Everyone in that community is so friendly and helpful, and always willing to help me out when I have questions about certain things and techniques and such. And I posted about this technique to see if there were others who've done it, and they essentially told me that it's a little bit tricky in the beginning, but once you get used to it, it's easy as pie. And there was a user that uploaded photos of basically their results of this technique, and I was just so impressed. I might add some of their photos on here. I hope they don't mind. I might give them a little bit of a shout out since they inspired me to go forward with this technique. And if I don't include images, you know who you are. Thank you so much for your ideas and for inspiring me with your beautiful wax seal photos. There are a lot of impressive wax sealers in that community if you want to go check it out. I'm just letting the spoon heat up a little bit more. And let's see, what color do I want to make my owl? Let's see. Well, to start with, I am going to take my tweezer here to pull out the colors. And I also want to mention that I'm going to use, I have a little bit of wax here. I'm just going to throw it in there. I'm thinking of going with a light color, but I just want to get my spatulas ready really quick. I saw this YouTuber or just somebody on a YouTube channel. I think they're called Spectrum DIY. Such an impressive YouTube channel. The wax sealer on there is, in my opinion, very talented. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and go with something like this to wipe off the excess wax. In the Spectrum DIY YouTube channel, they use it's like a metal spatula, one you would use for like baking, to like carve the frosting on a cake. It's one of those spatulas. I don't have that on hand. And even if I did, I don't think I would be good at using it. I'm very familiar with using something like this particular type of spatula. It's very bendy. And another reason I feel comfortable using silicone is because I can reuse the wax that's on here. So I try not to waste wax, because I try not to be wasteful when possible. But yes. Okay, I don't know how much wax I'm gonna need for the owl. Maybe two little pellets. I don't want to over pour. I'm a little bit nervous. Like, I don't know why, but I'm a little nervous. Okay, so I don't want to do white. I do want to choose a slightly darker color. I'm thinking this pink here. It's like an iridescent pink, so pretty. I think pearl would be the right answer for this one. It's like a pink pearly color. So I'm just gonna take some of that. Maybe I'll add a third one just in case. Yeah, okay. I added a third one just in case. Just gonna let that melt. And I think for my background, I might do, I'm not sure what color I want to do. What color would complement pearl? There's a pearly green here. Maybe I'll make the rest of the seal this color. I think it's very pretty. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go all pearl for this one. So I'm gonna put this to the side. And I might have to pick out a new spoon for this. Whoa, I might need to pick out a new spoon. Some of my spoons have leftover wax from my last projects. I really want to simplify this as much as possible. I don't want too many colors or too many color combinations for this technique, because I want to learn from my mistakes, and I want to be able to see how the colors blended together, and yeah, if that makes sense. So 2 colors only for this seal. And let me go ahead and grab a wax stamp holder. So I have a couple of these. I think I might go with this crystal ball one. I also have this like amethyst one. So I have amethyst and rose quartz. I absolutely love these. I think they're so unique. They're very pretty, very comfortable to hold. Whew. So that wax is melting pretty nice. Let me get some more lighting here. I hope you guys can see that a little bit better. Okay. So I'm just putting on the stamp. Simple, cute. Consistency is okay. Might wait a little bit longer. Okay, so should I swipe it like this? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna grab a tissue paper. Just in case I need it. I don't think I will. I'm also gonna grab another silicone mat to hold my spatula, or to lay my spatula. Okay, so consistency is a bit better. All right, moment of truth. Ugh, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous, you guys? Let me grab my spoon, my backup spoon, or my spoon for the rest of the seal. Let me go ahead and put that in really quick, just so I have it ready. I feel like I'm gonna panic once I pour in the wax, the melted wax into the owl. So I'm gonna go ahead and just prep this really quick. I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of pellets for this because of that surface area there. Excuse me. Are these the same color? I think they are. Sometimes I mix my metallic colors by accident. I try to make as much space as possible into these containers, or try to make use of the space. Okay, so they're technically different shades of green, but I don't think it'll make much of a difference here because there's still a contrast between the green and the pink. So I'll be able to see if I make any quote-unquote errors or mistakes. So if you can see that, two different colors, two different shades, same color. All right, I'm trying to think. So typically I need about 6 or 7 for something like this. I'm gonna add one more. There we go. All right. Cool. Okay, so there's some smoke emitting from this, so I'm gonna move quickly here. Alrighty, my first time trying this technique. Okay, so that's a little bit excessive. I think that's the point. I'm gonna put this here, try to work quickly. Oh boy, I'm nervous, you guys. And it's drying really quickly. Okay, so it's officially dried up. I feel like it's cooled down already. I mean, it's such a small amount of wax, there should be no surprise. Also, my desk area is a little bit chilly right now. It's been chilly the last few days, which affects how fast this cools down. And my stamps are also sitting in a cool place. So this is cold, hot wax. Of course, it's gonna cool quickly. Yeah, it's already dried up. Okay, so I understand what's going on here. I know that I'm gonna need to probably cut out the excess. Wow, that was really difficult. I hope the wax went all the way to the bottom of the print or the pattern of the owl. Okay, so the green is melting quite nicely. The camera will focus on that. My lighting isn't the best here. I'm still learning how to make the lighting better in my videos. I'm using a gooseneck lamp. Let's see, that looks a little bit better. Okay, look how precious that green is. That is so pretty. I'm gonna put that back in. I'm trying to see if this wax mold makes sense. I don't know if it's gonna fit in. Maybe I'm going about this wrong. Maybe I shouldn't use a wax mold for this. Or this one. Let me try a different wax mold. A metal mold. And see how that will look. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna fit. Because I need to make sure the owl is somewhat submerged into the wax in order for this to stick. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm not gonna use a metal wax mold. Just gonna check on this really quick. I forgot to clean this up after. Okay. So I still have some pink here. This is still gonna be my print color. Okay, I'm gonna let that cool off, I guess. Okay, so it's melting pretty nicely. I could mix it, I'm just not going to. Wait, I just realized something. I won't be able to cut it if I'm doing this technique. So I should have acted more quickly when I poured the owl. Poured into the owl. Okay, all right, it's all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm nervous. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna try to make a big glob in the center here. And pour, or I'm sorry, press. Okay, so I have my iridescent owl, my pink iridescent owl, sitting into this green. Maybe I should forego the spatula for my next try. Just remove that excess. It's a nice rainy day. When it's raining outside, I immediately think it's an arts and crafts day. I haven't been feeling my best, so I've been home anyway. But the rain is just so relaxing to me. Unless it's raining for like 5-6 days straight. Like that's a little too much for me. But I do love a good rainy day. Okay, still warm. Look how pretty that is. It reminds me of one of those drawer knobs, like the ones you can customize with. I'm just peeling the back here. It's so satisfying. I don't use these often. I usually use the stone / ceramic ones. Look at that. I just realized something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just realized something. So you see that frame there? That frame was gonna be there anyway. I was thinking to myself, no, only the owl will pop up. Obviously, that's not true. Okay, so it feels pretty cool. I'm gonna peel. So satisfying. I'm gonna stay quiet so you guys can hear that. I'm not gonna lie, I like it a lot. And that pink is so pretty. The way it bleeds into the green. I'm not mad at this. Maybe because I haven't eaten lunch yet, but this looks delicious. So many of my wax seals remind me of chocolate. So pretty. I actually really like this. I think it's so pretty. And the detail on the wax, I'm sorry, the detail on the owl came out pretty nice too. You can see all the features. And the frame is pretty nice too. I like the way the frame came out. Very nice. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put you to the side, Mr. Owl. Came out way better than I expected. I have a little bit of wax left. So I'm going to go through my other stamp collection because it has these like icon clip art type stamps. Okay, so I have a bear one. So charming and cute. I might hopefully have enough wax for something like this. I also have a piece of candy. Super cute. I'm gonna put these to the side for now and work on my next ones. And because we're going for a very cutesy look, I'm gonna grab one of these pink stamp holders. So adorable. Oh, I just noticed these are different sizes. Okay. Okay, so I have my little bear and my candy piece. Maybe I'll save this one for later. I still want to work with small surfaces, so if you want to take a closer look at this stamp, see all those grooves, it's very curvy. I think I have to be careful for this one. It's not as deep as the owl print, but it is slightly bigger. So this is gonna have challenges of its own. I already know it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour wax into this very gently, very slowly. Okay. Oh boy, I'm nervous, guys. Okay. I'm gonna do some taps. Add a little bit more, just to fill out the rest of that candy. Yeah, this is way harder than it looks. It does require more precision, time, energy. I wonder how that's gonna look now that I've added so much definition and like height to this thing. I mean, it's a piece of candy, like it is a very dimensional item, but I'm very curious how that's gonna come out once it dries. I hope I did a good job. So I didn't use my spatula this time. I'm waiting for it to cool down a little bit, and I'm hovering my little spoon over this so I can get it warm enough to clean the bottom. It's still shiny. I'm multitasking a lot right now. Okay, I'm gonna try to sit this up somewhere while it dries. Let's see, where can I put this guy? I have nowhere to put him. Oh, it's hardened up already. Okay, I'm gonna put this here for now and just clean the bottom of this really quick and get the green wax on there. I am gonna use obviously the same color. Just put that there. And let me add some more green. I'm not gonna add too much wax here because there's already some in here from my owl seal. So yeah, 4. Okay, I think 4 is enough. And let's see. I'm gonna, while the spoon is hot, I'm gonna add some more iridescent pink for my little bear here. How much will this bear need? I think 3 is enough, since there's already some in there. Yeah, I don't want to put too much. Okay, so I want to continue to admire this while this is still melting. so pretty and so smooth too. I love to see the backs of these. Maybe I should embellish this one. But I hope that doesn't take away from the technique, you know? Like typically I color them in. I didn't have to do it for this one, obviously. I mean, you never really have to embellish these anyway. They're beautiful as they are. However, I like to add some additional color to them, but this is already so pretty. Oh, okay. So I didn't fill in his hat all the way, his little graduation cap. So there is a little bit of green there. So the pink didn't go all the way in. I might come across that issue with my candy piece too. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. However, I do have a guess that the reason why it's not going in all the way is because the wax is not hot enough. So I notice sometimes when I leave this in only for a few minutes, the consistency is still kind of clumpy. So that's kind of my fault, and I am rushing into this. The reason I'm rushing into this is because I'm excited to try this. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. I don't think it's gonna come out very even. Okay, I'm gonna leave this in there a little bit more. Let me see if there's anything I can add to this, because I really do enjoy embellishing them. Gonna bring out my little marker set. I don't want to add too much color to this. I'm thinking of maybe seeing what happens when I add maybe green. I'm gonna try this just to see if it makes some of the details pop, because there are details here. Or maybe gold. Oh, we'll see. Let me... Okay, so it does make a slight difference. But it's not too noticeable. So I'm gonna go in with a different color. Let's try gold. Or like a bronze color. Yeah, that's a bit noticeable. Yeah, I just want to add a little bit of something. And I still have to wait for this to get to that nice liquidy consistency anyway. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's just a little bit of something, you know? Okay, so I'm seeing smoke come off of the waxing, the wax melter. Okay, not a huge noticeable difference, but I'll put that to the side. I might have to, yeah, it's very wet. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour this onto here. Let me just put this marker away. Okay, I always get nervous when I do this. Okay. I might bring out the molds again. Let me use this one. Yeah, it'll fit in there. Okay. The reason I'm doing that is because I want the wax to stay focused in this little area. That way it can seep into some of the corners there, but let's see how that looks. Gonna act quickly. Again, it's very chilly where I'm at, so okay, I got most of that off. All right. Curious to see how that will happen. So because the candy piece is so bumpy, because I've added so much wax on top, it's a bit hard to keep this upright. But so far it's solidifying. Again, it's very cold, we're not very cold, but it's cold enough to the point where it's doing its own thing. I don't have to hold it down. It's cooling very quickly. Let me just make sure the bottom is clean. Okay, I'm going to put this pink one back in the wax warmer and maybe add some more green to this. This might be my last green one. Yeah, I think I've run out of this color or the shade. So, which is great because now I have an extra space here. I still have some wax beads in bags, so I'm gonna fill that in later. Please excuse that noise outside. Just want to show you what that looks like. So candy piece in the green. The bottom of the pad is very warm. Let me just tap, tap, tap. Okay, I accidentally added some smudges there. Some finger smudges, but I don't think it's a big deal. This is melting. All right. Maybe I'll start with the deeper sections first of this teddy bear. Okay, that's gonna take a while. Again, I don't want to put too many edits in this video. Not because I'm lazy or because I don't have time or anything like that. I genuinely want to be comfortable with like a realistic video. Like I want to show the viewer how long it really takes to make a wax seal. I don't want to make it look too easy. I just want to make it look like normal. Or I don't want to make it look easier than it looks, if that makes sense. And I'm also documenting this for myself so I can show myself how far I've come in a few weeks or a few months or a few years. I definitely want to keep challenging myself, whether it's wax sealing, painting, whatever hobby I currently have on my list of hobbies. I'm always looking to document my progress just to see how far I've come. It makes me feel good to know that I'm improving in a subject, hobby category, whatever. Okay, it needs a little bit more time. This might be done already, so I'll go ahead and start to peel. I love that sound. Okay, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. So that's how it came out. I'm going to see if I can embellish this a little bit with maybe some, let me see if I have a pink marker. I don't think I do. Okay, technically I do, but it's like a fuchsia color. It's not gonna match this shade of pink. I think it's fine. But maybe I can add some gold on the lines on the candy. So let me add some gold here. I hope I'm not making it look worse by doing that. feel like candy should be colorful, right? That's cute. I would totally eat this. I'm just kidding. I don't eat my wax, I promise. I give it to other people to eat. JK. Okay. So the pink looks almost ready. I'm gonna put this to the side. Pink and green, definitely not colors I thought I would be working with today, or a color combination. And I don't want to say that I'm tired of making pastel seals, but I really want to go back to moodier color combinations using black, dark metallics like bronze, colors like this. Let me show you. Look at that deep red color, very rich. I really enjoy making like very moody wax seals. Like, check this out. Look at this. This feels like a very classic color combination, very medieval, like Renaissance. I really like this color combination. I've used this deep red metallic combination for my dragon wax stamps. I think it just fits the theme very nicely. I think maybe I want to experiment with my horse knight stamp. Let me go ahead and pull that out really quick. I'm gonna put this combination back into the container, put these markers away, and look for my little horse. Well, not really a horse. A very noble horse, let's put it that way. I'm looking for it here. Where are you, Sir Knight? I don't see him in this one. I wonder if I have him here. Let me see. That's weird. I hope I didn't lose it. That would make me sad. Let me go back into this one. I have so many. I probably don't need any stamps for maybe like a couple of years. Found you. Okay, so it's like it reminds me of like a Ralph Lauren polo branding. So this is the one I'm talking about. Maybe I'll play with this one today. This video is getting pretty long, but I want to feel comfortable with long form content. I do upload a lot of shorts, but this is what I really like to do, making long form content. It's fun. And I don't know anyone in my area that does this. If I did, I would probably do this with them, but it makes me feel less alone when I do this on camera. I'm not lonely by any means, like I don't feel lonely, but it makes me feel less alone, if that makes sense. Anyways, this is the this is the Knight on Horse. Love this one. And I'm really curious how this color combination would look on the stamp. I'm gonna put them here like this, just so I could remember that this is something I want to try. Maybe not in this video, maybe in my next video. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly move here. Woo! Where is my bear? Bear, where are you? Okay, bear. So I did say I wanted to oh, I think this one's gonna come out the best. Kind of has to, right? And I don't think there's such thing as putting too much. Like there's nothing around the bear. Like the metal stops at the shape, if that makes sense. Like there's really no border. So pretty. Yeah, I think this one is a winner. So I'm learning that it really depends on the stamp that you're using. Like this makes it easy for myself versus the owl, because the owl has so much space around it that the wax will eventually, or if this is your first time doing it, or if you're a novice, whatever, the wax will go outside of the owl or the shape. But this is probably my favorite. So this has a shape around it, hard to work with. The candy stamp is too small. I didn't want to overflow. I didn't want an overflow of wax. And I took too long with this one. Yeah, so that's another lesson. This is the perfect one for me. The perfect size. And it makes me wonder if I want to try other ones. In this video, I'm not sure if I will. I really don't want to make this video 2 hours. So this is like a champagne one. I posted this on the Waxsealers subreddit, and somebody said it looks like a drumstick because of the heart at the top where the cork is supposed to be. And they're right, it kind of does look like a drumstick. I think that's so funny. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be making this in this video. I really want to get out of this pastel color scheme for probably a few days or a week or so. I really like exploring crazy color combinations. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, I can sit this down for now. It's cool enough. Did you see that? It just came out. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe it's a good thing that it popped out, because I wouldn't want it to pop out of my wax. That's interesting. Maybe, just maybe I can plop it in like this. Now I have used the method of, how do you say, of putting this into wax and then cutting out the shape. I have tried that maybe once. It didn't look really good to me. So anyways, that's why I never did it again. But I would cut it out and then place this piece onto a new glob of wax, and the piece would melt into the glob of wax, and that would suck. So I'm not sure if, yeah, I'm not sure if, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. And he's really thin. I'm really worried that this bear will just sink into the wax. Okay, so that's something that could happen with this technique. It could just fall out on its own. And maybe because there's no border, like I was mentioning earlier, like this one, it's more likely to pop out. But it could also be because I placed it like this and it just fell out. So, okay, I'm thinking because this bear is just so stinking cute, I might place him onto this heart. Oh, I don't have enough wax for that. Nope, not gonna do that. Let's see, maybe this round one. I'm nervous about this one, about this little bear. I really hope nothing happens to him. Too cute, too cute. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move quickly here. I might place him like this. Okay, here goes. I'm not left-handed, so this is gonna be hard. I'm not ambidextrous, so I can't. Okay, so the struggle is real. I'm glad I'm documenting this struggle. because I'm sure there's somebody that's going to be curious about this technique. Okay. So you guys see what's happening with this one, right? Because there's not enough wax, there's just not enough going around, but that's okay. I'm gonna let it melt, cool off a little bit before I put this in. I'm melting, I'm melting. That wasn't me that said that, it was the bear. Just an FYI. Okay, so I'm pressing him in a little bit. This is so awkward. It feels weird. I feel like I'm torturing this bear. If I'm being honest. But I have to press down. I don't want him to come off. So I'm just gonna press on his neck and hold. This is weird, you guys. This feels so weird. I'm being dramatic, by the way. I don't actually mean what I'm saying, but I'm exaggerating is what I'm trying to say. Okay. It is weird though. My concern is that he pops off again. I've seen that happen to other people, but hopefully me pressing down helped a little bit. I didn't want to press down too hard because then he was really gonna melt off. Cute, very cute. I'm gonna let him sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna turn this off. I think I'm done with this technique. I'm just gonna wipe these off and or try to clean the bottom of these as best as I can and use this wax for maybe another video. I have a bunch of, I think most of my spoons are filled with some kind of wax. So I think I'm just gonna play with these, and they all have like slightly varying colors. So I'll just let that be my guide. I like to mix colors anyway. So I'm just gonna clean the backs as best as I can while my little teddy bear settles into his new home. Where is my other one? I had a green one. Where's my pink one? Oh, period. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna put this there for a little bit. Yeah, I did my best to clean it. Okay, just gonna tap my little bear seal. It's okay. Okay, so I was able to clean that off. So these are done. I'm gonna put these to the sides for them to cool off so I don't make a mess here. I am ready to remove my teddy bear off of here. I wish I had a name for this technique. Is it the reverse wax seal technique? Who knows? Wow, look how thick that is, you guys. So pretty. Oh, this came out so nice. Maybe it's just third time is a charm. Maybe that's what that is. This is the back, this is the front. Oh, so cute. I don't think I'm going to embellish this one, or at least not yet. Sometimes what I'll do is go over my collection of wax seals and just look for seals that I can embellish. Like if I don't feel like melting anything that day and I just want to do something creative, I'll pull out my box of wax seals, I don't care how old they are, and just embellish them. I'll whip out my hot glue, add flowers, things like that. This is so cute. Yeah, very, very happy with this. So far, or in this video, because I don't think I'm going to be making any more of these, I have made these 3 adorable, in my opinion, seals. I think they came out pretty nice. Yeah, I think they came out pretty nice. All right, so I'm gonna grab some food. I am aware that I'm hungry. Usually when I make wax seals, I forget that I'm hungry because I can do this for 6-7 hours straight. Probably not good for your back to be sitting in a chair that long, but I don't do this for 7 hours all the time. There are days I'll do this for 30 minutes. There are days I'll do this for an hour while watching something on YouTube. It really depends on my mood, but I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope it was maybe educational, inspirational, beneficial to you. And if you created any wax seals with me while watching this video, feel free to comment below what you've made. And if you want, you can always share pictures of your creations on Reddit in the Waxsealers community. I am constantly on that subreddit. I love seeing the things that people make, and I encourage everybody to share their creations. I find them so inspirational and they give me new ideas. So yes, this was really fun to make. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.